We'd like to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Chachwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 in the rest of the elect. This is the brother Yachanan from the GMS Houston Church, and this is just a quick lesson. I got a video, but just going into the different kinds of folly and whatnot that goes on in the world, and the different things that you can get caught up in, which it just be mindful of the things that you do, different scenarios, which, the video I'm gonna show, but it's just so many ways you can get caught up and perish and die, lose your life, for any reason. And if you're in the truth, you should know that whoever perished being innocent. Matter of fact, because we have sins. We've committed sins in our past life and in the life that we were living before we came into the truth. And at any moment, your ticket could be, punched, so to say. So keep in mind, you ain't made it. You ain't already saved. We're hoping to make it to the end, to see, the chariots, to be beamed up into the chariots, to be saved by Yahushai, to be saved from the incoming destruction, from the ICBMs. But along the way, this is a very narrow path. This is a very, scary thing. So this is Job 4 and verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where are the righteous cut off? So whoever perished being innocent, meaning we've all sinned. We've all come short of the glory. The wages of sin is death. Sin is the transgression of the law, and the laws were given to the Israelites. So, that's it's very heavy on us. We have a big responsibility, but we're not able to be perfect in these bodies, in these fleshly bodies. So, going back, I'm just going to play the video real quick just to get it out the way. This is, I don't remember what country this is. I think this happened in Brazil. I seen this going around. I thought it was, I seen it pop up at first, and I was just like, oh, somebody bungee jumping. Who gives who cares? But then seeing it again and then seeing all the news around it, it was like, oh, okay, I get it now. It's not just a bungee jumping thing. It wasn't just like the rope failed. No, when you watch this video, you see, she don't have a rope on. They just threw this lady off a bridge. And you know what? I ain't got it. But fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All these people set up. See, they got the rope on. They got whatever happened. They got distracted. They were excited. Whatever. You see the rope right there on the ground. And it's beautiful today. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to pause it. But anyway, it's beautiful today because everybody has a camera. So when particular events happen, there's going to be probably 360 camera angles. There's going to be so many camera angles, one far away, close up, mid-range, whatever. She probably had a GoPro on. That'll probably come out next week or something like that. But you seen it. She ain't had to show the whole thing. They censored it out. It's just like, you seen it. They threw her to her death. And that was from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I am he. There is no power with me. There is no God with me. There is no power or God that can even compare to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, all the gods of the nations are idols. All the other heathen gods, even the God of Christianity. That's not the God of the Bible. That's not Yahweh. They say, in the New Testament, God has changed now. He's all loving, all caring. No, it says, there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So, the Lord set up that whole situation. Had the men forget to put the rope. And whatever life that woman was living, that was her judgment. That was her judgment that got brought out. Like, it reminds me of, let me see. I remember the key word with Jezebel. Dang. I forgot how it was. If I can't find it. Ah, here it goes. Well, it was prophesied about Jezebel, and it says here in 2 Kings 9 and 33, and the subheader says, Jezebel is killed, and he said, throw her down. So they threw her down, and some of the blood was sprinkled on the wall and on the horses, and he trode her underfoot. And when he was come in, he did eat and drink, and said, go see now this cursed woman, and bury her, for she is a king's daughter. And they went to bury her, but they found no more of her than a skull and the feet and the palms of her hands. Matter of fact, where? I wonder if it's at the beginning. Right, okay. This is 2 Kings 9 and verse 9. And I will make the house of Ahab like the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, and the house of Baasha, the son of Ahiah. And dogs shall eat Jezebel in the portion of Jezreel, and there shall be none to bury her. And he opened the door and fled. So, that was when that young man went, I believe that was Elisha. Elisha had told the young man to go anoint the king. And when he said, when you anoint him, hey, get ready to run. Hopefully I'm thinking of that account. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is that account. He's like, whenever you anoint him, you got to hurry up and anoint him and run out. but anyway, that was the prophecy. But how she died, they threw her off the wall. And then the horses stomped on her. And then the dogs came and ate her. But just thinking about that, like that was just supposed to be a fun, happy, exhilarating event where you go and, bungee jump, and they threw that lady off the bridge. Sluggy, it just, it's morbid, but hey, the Lord has a sense of humor. Just how that was set up. I got to show that one more time. They set it up. They look, the dude looking at the rope. Hey, y'all, I think y'all forgot the rope. Yeah, I think y'all forgot something. They at the bottom. I was just not going to show it again. Anyway, you see her. You see that spirit. But anyway, I guess there it goes. Playing in the background. They just had her up there, threw her off. Let's see here. This is Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 11. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. Let me read that again. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. Right. So envy not the glory of a sinner. So, hey, you see, the YNs, the people around you, these Edomite elites, winning, all this kind of stuff. They got so-called glory in this world. People look up to them, whatever. But you don't know what his end's going to be. Because really, Edomites ain't nothing to glory in. Because at the end of this, they going into slavery. These women that are high up, that are getting worshipped and all that kind of stuff, it ain't nothing to glory in because they about to be put in their fucking place. The Lord's gonna turn these things right back up. Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in. Hey, all this stupid, you want to jump off a bridge? You want to come close to death but not die? Shit, we'll see about that. But remember, they shall not go unpunished unto their grave. And that was quick. I wanted it to happen like in slow motion, like on Dread, where she's just seeing herself falling, and it seemed like forever. Man, probably had an argument earlier. But that's terrible. Hey, she could have still even been alive right there, but just fucking, hey, bleeding out, internally bleeding out. Keep thee far from the man that have power to kill. So shalt thou not doubt. So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Speaking of being around your enemies. In general, you want to keep far away from Esau. You want to keep far away from YNs, bugged out people. It's just being circumspect. You want to be far away from a lot of people in a lot of situations. So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. And the point here was, remember that thou goest in the midst of, slack you, a little excited. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares. So, and we're in the valley of the shadow of death. We're in the land of darkness, where this devil Esau Edom has set up all kinds of traps. The woman, what do you call that? Child support, that kind of stuff. The woman trapping you up any kind of way. You get trapped up in your job, trapped up in debt, trapped up in a messed up living situation. Trapped in all kinds of things. This is the land of darkness, the land of snares. This is a very evil place to be in. And it's why we say it's a narrow walk. So from here, I had this. This is Sirach, or Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it. So this is speaking of our spirits as humans. The animals return to dust, and human spirits go to the heavens. So when you die, you're just not gonna go burn in hell or stuff like that. No, all the spirits return to the heavens. So this is Job 3 and verse 17. And I'll start Job 3 and verse 12 with a point of 17. I'll start at verse 11. Why died I not from the womb? Because Job is like a telling of the elect, what the elect have to go through to get to the kingdom of heaven. But Job was going through all kinds of hell. Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? Why did the knees prevent me? Or why the breast that I should suck? So he's asking, why didn't I just die? Like, why wasn't I born a stillborn? Why wasn't I just die as a baby? Because that would have, all the hell that he's going through, he's regretting, his entire life. It's bitter. So for now, I would have lain still and been quiet. I should have slept. Then had I been at rest. So the rest is in the heavens when you're dead. With kings and counselors of the earth, which built desolate places for themselves. So even the kings, the counselors, everybody goes to heaven when they die. Or with the princes that had gold, who filled their houses with silver. Or as in hidden untimely birth, I had not been, as infants which never saw light. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. So everybody's at rest in the heavens. When you die, you at rest. So even the wicked, the righteous, they all go to one place. That's to the heavens. There the prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor. The small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master. So just, thinking about it, when you die, you go to the heavens. You're not going to burn forever in hell. This life right here, this is hell. Job was already going through hell. He needs some rest. And this is not our rest. This here, America, this current age, this era that we're in, the revived Roman Empire, this is not a rest. this is coming shortly. But let's get this and I'll close out. I had a few more, but I believe the point has been made. It is, Lord will do no iniquity every morning. There we go. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 5. The just Lord, Yahweh, is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. So every morning, Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is bringing out his judgment. You know, what he done throughout the earth. And he does no iniquity. He has the different spirits. He has left-hand spirits, you know, like Satan. And he has right-hand, you know, spirits, angels, you know, like Ma'ika Allah or Yahweh Shai. You know, that bring out righteous judgment. But the Lord, it said he kills, he makes alive. Yeah, he controls all that stuff. He controls everything. But he does not do any kind of wickedness. And when you see somebody dying, that's not just, you know, that's judgment being pronounced on them, you know, their ticket being punched. So Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. Hey, Shalom.